Good morning, people of Earth. Welcome to the fucking news with me, Deek Jackson, on the 16th of November, 2020. The planet's fucked, it's your fault, and it's getting worse. I hope you're going to have a great day because today is definitely as good as it's going to get. Okay, before I get into the news and go through some of the pish that journalists have written for us today, I'd like to address some comments I received recently to the effect that I should shut the fuck up about the climate because I have a van. Oh, how I laughed. Some of these comments were quite vociferous, and I enjoyed their depiction of me sucking cock and talking pish. Not at the same time, of course, because in order to suck cock, pish couldn't be coming out of your mouth at the same time. Although, now that I've conjured up the image, I can see ways that that is possible. To these people who think that anybody who takes part or has any of the trappings or furnishings of this uncivilization in their life should never, ever, ever voice their thoughts, opinions, or beliefs about what is happening, I think they should all fuck off and die. I really do. In fact, I'm sure they will die eventually, so perhaps I should just say, just fuck off. And if you need any more material, Sandy McNabb, good morning. I should like to let you know that I don't recycle. I toss my coffee cups out of the window of my giant gas-guzzling van. I leave the tap running while I brush my teeth. I buy a plastic bag for life every time I go shopping and abandon it in the ocean to choke swans to death. I love biscuits with palm oil, and I just can't get enough plastic shit from China. My technology is all made by slaves in the world's biggest tyranny, and my clothes are all made by small children in a sweatshop in Bangladesh. And the fact that I know sweatshops in Bangladesh exist and that China is the world's biggest tyranny does not prevent me from accessing their products and services because that's fucking life. It's these people, it's as if they think the people of China could never say anything bad about the Chinese government. Well, you're living here, shut up. Well, if you don't like it, you should die on the cross, to evoke a biblical metaphor. That's right, shut up or die on the cross. A kind of narrow bipolar view that your only two options, good morning, Richard, your only two options are to completely go along with the planet fuck and slavery and suck the giant cock of lies, or kill yourself attempting to fight against it, swim up river, hold the tide back, change the weather. Fuck you all. Claims that I am a hypocrite actually are literally incorrect. A hypocrite, as the definition says, is someone who pretends to have beliefs or to have higher standards than is actually the case. I don't believe people, you and I, should go without, turn their heating down, recycle, buy a hybrid. Quite the reverse, baby. I think you should fuck it harder, fuck it faster, fuck it harder. Get the fucking hammer down, every one of you cunts. Me included. Boy, I'm going to fuck it till it's limp and dies on my dick. I'm not joking. This planet fuck is going all the way, and you're coming with it. Yeah, whip it out and I'll come on it, you fuckers. Let your hair down, baby, in the words of Slim Harpo. Let your hair down, baby. We ain't going to heaven anyway. So, full speed ahead. Full speed of death. Let's get on with the show. In other climate-related news in the UK, and people familiar with my output will know that I am a prophet of unparalleled magnitude. Astradamus has got nothing on me. Ooh, I have the strangest dreams. And my friends will tell you that I have been going on about climate change for 30 years, if not more. I've always held steadfast to my views. I have never wavered. I have consistently described the future accurately and predicted everything that is coming to pass. And I should like to now relate to you how Boris Johnson is bringing forward the ban on petrol and diesel cars being sold in Britain by 10 years. And this is because the planet's fucked. This is because the people who really run the planet don't want to die choking on the exhaust fumes of industrial consumerism. The Queen doesn't want plastic in her lobster, and we're going away in order for these very few wealthy families to go on living on planet we fucked you for a buck, and now you're a dead, limp, lifeless gimp corpse. We're going to try and go on living so we can wank onto the biscuit of the planet that's left. Okay, so Boris Johnson brings forward the ban on petrol and diesel cars by 10 years. Last year, Philip Hammond announced a ban on gas central heating to become in effect in 5 years in the UK. Anybody out there who still thinks that climate change isn't real, or that the world's run by some bizarre conspiracy who wish to make money from selling us batteries or to put our taxes up, is just a deluded fucking idiot fuck moron cunt. You'll have to apologize for my language. Stupidity really gets my goat. It really does. Nothing winds me up more than stupidity, which is it's quite difficult for me because stupidity is the most abundant substance in the universe. So as you can imagine, I'm wound up quite a lot. The reason Boris Johnson brought forward the ban is because he was told to. He was told to by international bodies which actually run the planet. Boris Johnson is doing as he is told, along with Europe and soon to be America. And now that America has elected Biden to be their president, Hillary Clinton will be the ambassador to the UN, essentially wielding America's military might as leverage over the world, as policies to save the few wealthy people on Earth from choking on the exhaust fumes of my van come into effect everywhere quicker than you can possibly imagine. And the coronavirus lie and fraud is to get you used to the idea that you have to do things for the common good. The common good is why all and any law limiting your freedom, restricting your liberty, and forcing you to comply must be obeyed for the common good. Open brackets, the few wealthy people who don't want to choke on your cum. Close brackets. And so the Prime Minister is expected this week to announce renewed backing for electric vehicles. Hydrogen and nuclear power. And a 10-point plan to put the country on a course for net zero emissions by 2050. Oh, electric cars will never recover the energy it made to make them in their lifespan of use. Nuclear power is such a bad idea. I would need, hours and hours of video to describe the stupidity involved in nuclear power. And the idea that we'll be net zero, this claim to net zero is a net zero of production within the borders. That doesn't mean when our phones, laptops, televisions and washing machines ship in from China that they were produced in a net zero environment, because they won't be, because they can't be, because there's no such thing as green energy. Anybody who buys the green lie, by the way, I'm not selling you the green lie. I have never told people to recycle, never told people to turn down their central heating, and never advocated any form of solar-powered shopping for Christmas. It's pish. It's a lie. We can't do this in any way, shape or form without making emissions. We could remove our emissions as we make them, which is one of the things that they also have planned, but only when we've gone away and have stopped making emissions. You heard it here first. You heard it here repeatedly. You've heard it here for fucking decades. I don't care if you like it. So, Boris Johnson, as head of the UK, is not the only world leader who will shortly be opening in an envelope with their instructions from the Misterons and announcing a strangely quickening pulse of decarboning, de-emissioning our life, which you will be compelled against your wishes to comply with. And if you thought being fined for not wearing a mask was bad, wait until this shit starts biting. Okay, the coronavirus. Headlines. Unlicensed black market vaccines from Russia, a health risk, warns officials. Oh, the fear-mongering. Let's just go over some of the words in this story. I'm not going to read the whole story. Here's just some words. See if you can fill in the gaps. Growing fear. Government cannot guarantee. Fear. Could cost. Could be. Spread the virus. Cannot guarantee. Getting the picture? The government wants you to believe that only its officially sanctioned vaccine is safe. No other vaccine which has been rushed through the pharmagoo process is possibly of any use to you at all whatsoever. And the Russian vaccine, there's two of them now actually, two Russian vaccines, should not be used, wanted, desired, purchased on the internet at any cost. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer has called on the Prime Minister to publish a comprehensive national action plan for rolling out a vaccine, adding that he should also bend over and let him lick his ass some more, please, because the opposition in this country isn't an opposition, it's an ass licker. It's an ass licker. They can't put their hand up fast enough to vote through the liberty-robbing fascism that's conjured up by Boris Johnson and his cabal of non-conservatives. Conservatives used to be for personal liberty and small government. Now they're like a fucking communist tyranny. Every political party in Britain is actually the reverse of what it says on its tin. The Liberal Party are not liberal. The Conservatives are not conservatives. And the Socialists are not socialists. In August, the Ministry of Health of the Russian Federation approved the vaccine Sputnik, but experts have raised serious concerns about its safety and efficacy because of the speed that it went through clinical trials. Unlike the ones that we're going to get, eh? Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Labour, speaking of the opposition, this story will run and run. Labour calls for laws to curb anti-vaccine content. And I might have used this piece of text as the headline thumbnail today. It was a toss-up between this and the other one. Content promoting the anti-vaccination movement should be stamped out, Labour has said. With hopes rising of a COVID jab being rolled out by the end of the year, the opposition has called for emergency legislation to stamp out anti-vaccination content, to stamp out freedom of expression, to stamp out people's right to speak their minds, to stamp out the right of people to engage in public forums and have their voices heard. These are the freedom-loving left-wing socialist party. That's Sir Keir Queen's Gusset sniffing Starmer, the leader of the alleged left-wing, liberty-loving, anti-fascist socialist movement in this country. You are all fucking cunts. You really are. You are all collaborators. Every one of you, collaborators who vote for and take part in this pish. Every one of you wearing a mask outside and in a shop, you're a collaborator. A collaborator in a fascist, overarching tyranny to rob individuals of their freedom, their liberty, and their rights. And I have nothing but disdain, disgust for you. And any opportunity I get to express that disdain and disgust will be grabbed with both hands. The opposition go on. Here's the punchline. One person who does not take the vaccine because of this harmful content is one too many. Totalitarian. That would appear to me to be the very essence of totalitarian. One person who doesn't have the vaccination is one person too many. One vaccine to rule them all. Moving on. Elon Musk has tested positive for the corona vaccine twice. And negative twice. On the same equipment. Using the same test. Which is odd, isn't it? Because you would think in the 21st century of... Elon Musk is the very paradigm of cutting edge technology and developments to, make the world different and take us forward, and to be, to exploit technology and its predictability, its efficiencies for commercial interests. SpaceX just launching its first human cargo, first commercial human space flights ever from Earth, allegedly. Elon Musk's company. Tesla building the biggest electric car factory in the world. Actually, the biggest car plant. It will be the biggest car plant that's ever been built in China. A man who mooted the Hyperloop and other technological innovations. Mr. Musk claimed that 4 tests from the same equipment showed he tested positive twice and negative twice. This is like the wave particle duality. It's like Schrodinger's cat. It's like spooky action at a distance and quantum entanglement. Essentially, what Elon Musk is letting us know is that we've all simultaneously got the coronavirus and not got it at the same time in an improbable and impossible universe of quantum possibility. So if the government says you've got it and you should get in the back of the truck and go off to that camp on the outskirts of town, who are you to complain? What do you know about quantum mechanics anyway? Oh, Trump. Double page spread here on how Trump is still grumpy. Trump is still not happy that he lost the election. Stop the steal. There was a Million MAGA march, the Million MAGA march in America. One of the speakers was Alex Jones. On the steps of the US Supreme Court, the conspiracy theorist had a receptive audience. The president won by every metric, he bellowed to cheers from a crowd of thousands. I'm trying to find the bit. Alex Jones, a man who often broadcasts shirtless and screaming in between commercials for brain pills. Enduring image. I haven't watched Alex for a long time. The corporate media, including Fox News, will not let anybody on to show the proven fraud in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, and Minnesota, he added, before expanding the list of collaborators to include pedophile globalists and the Clinton blackmail rings. I love a good story, Alex. I really do. Don't let reality get in your way there. And here is the headline story today. The coronavirus vaccine from The Observer. From The Observer. A left-wing rag full of woke pish. There may be a time, if voluntary vaccinations do not work, when the balance between individual freedom, maintaining public trust, whatever that is, and the need to protect the community tips in the direction of making vaccine mandatory. But it's a step we should take with caution. Caution? We should take that step with caution. What kind of caution do you suggest we take as we step towards complete and total fascism over people's lives? the balance between individual freedom and maintaining public trust. What is public trust? What are they evoking there? The idea that the public won't trust the government unless they subject everybody in the country to this vaccination? You will have to hold me down with 4 burly police officers on every limb to inject me with your goo. You will have to incarcerate me forever and a day before I willingly comply to take your medical procedure or have it forced upon me. This, people, though, is the future. I'm having the strangest dream. Ooh, I am having the strangest dream. Compulsory vaccination, already the case in several European countries, half a dozen, I believe, is coming to a reality near you. What the penalties may be, I don't know. How they will enforce this, I don't know. But I'm telling you, it's coming. As is the tyranny of the masses, the quiet fascism of people turning their face away as you're removed from your home, or they hold you down and shoot that goo into you. The quiet, silent fascism of people choosing not to know, looking away, keeping quiet, being silent. That's what's coming. And on that happy note, I'm off to go busking and have a good time because today is as good as it's going to get. So you got to make the most of it while you can. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.